Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of The Daily. It's Wednesday, December 1st. Jason, the big news, obviously in Europe, we're T-minus 24 hours before we find out if the U.S. is going to host the World Cup in 2022. The bids coming in today, we're looking at countries like Australia, Korea, Qatar, and of course the United States, who brought some heavy hitters to the table.
Yeah, the 2022 presentations were this morning. The U.S. had Bill Clinton, Morgan Freeman, Landon Donovan, Sunil Gulati up there, stating the case for the U.S., and we'll find out tomorrow if the U.S. is awarded the 2022 World Cup.
And find out if an Oscar winner and Morgan Freeman can really compete with Elle Macpherson, who was brought to the table for Australia. Back here in the United States, a lot of trades last week surrounding the expansion draft. A couple more yesterday for the Colorado Rapids, who shored up their lineup with a couple deals.
Yeah, this is a team that needs to add some depth because they're going to be playing in Champions League next year. They traded for first-year midfielder Joseph Nane, who Toronto took. He had his moments for Toronto. He got some playing time, not a ton, but you know they're cleaning house in Toronto right now, so nobody's safe. Colorado, I think, is going out and making a good move here, getting a player on the cheap who doesn't cost them much on their roster and can get on the field and hold his own. And also, of course, they re-signed Marvell Wynn, who's another player they got from Toronto. They re-signed Marvell Wynn to a multi-year deal, which is great for Colorado because he was a huge part of that MLS Cup run.
Yeah, Marvell Wynn at center back, a big, vital part of Colorado's run to the title. Another vital part was Omar Cummings up top for the Rapids. I think there's been a lot of speculation whether he was headed to Mexico. It seems like there's a suitor now waiting for him.
Yeah, the Tecos coach basically said we're holding an international roster spot open for Omar Cummings. Now, it doesn't guarantee that that's where he's going, but this is a move, Cummings to Mexico, that I think Colorado has really been preparing for. Obviously, they traded for Matt Kanji late in the year. That worked out well for them in MLS Cup. Kanji now will be probably injured at the beginning of the season because he's still going to be recovering, but that move was made because they were aware that Omar Cummings might leave at the end of the season.
A little more news out of Mexico. Brazilian-born and Mexican international Zina says he's on his way to MLS. We don't have a team yet, but Jason, this is a guy who probably a lot of teams are going to want.
Yeah, he's an attacking midfielder. Basically, he said, I'm unhappy with the coach at Toluca. He is not a player. He's 34 years old, so he's not super young, but also he's got something left. He's an attacking midfielder. He's a guy with vision, a guy who can open things up, a guy that many MLS teams can use in their attack. So we'll see who's out there looking for him if he is coming to MLS.
Another guy that a lot of MLS teams would probably want on their lineup is Pavel Pardo, a guy sort of rumored to come in MLS the last couple of years. He says not so fast.
Yeah, 6 more months at Club America is what he said. So basically the speculation will continue on what he's going to do after that and if he's going to come to MLS, but right now he's sticking with America.
And Jason, obviously some breaking news out of Seattle today. There's going to be an announcement at noon Pacific time. We think it's a player personnel announcement. Adrian Hanauer is going to be there. And is he going to be talking about Fredy Montero? Is this what we've been waiting for?
Well, speculation out of Seattle says it's Fredy Montero being re-signed potentially as a designated player. We spoke with Adrian Hanauer on Extra Time Radio earlier this year, and he said he'll do whatever it takes to keep Fredy Montero in Seattle. We said, what if it makes him, a designated player status? He said, doesn't matter. We're keeping Fredy Montero here. So that's what we're expecting. That's what the rumors out of Seattle are right now. We'll find out 3 p.m. Eastern time. You can check it out on Seattle's website.
There you go. A lot of news that'll probably appease some Sounders fans who absolutely love Fredy Montero. Keep in touch with MLSsoccer.com for all that. Generation Adidas in Madrid, FIFA 2002 World Cup bid information. And Jason, there was something else you wanted to throw in.
Happy birthday, Mom.
There you go. Happy birthday to Jason Skinny's mom. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow.